Greetings, fellow Gorehounds, and welcome back to a Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jackula.
And today we're going to talk about the new Shudder original, Superhost, which is about a couple of YouTube vloggers that do travel vlogs. And they end up going to this one Airbnb with a really creepy host. And the movie goes from there.
Yeah, I feel called out, man.
I know.
I feel called out.
Okay, so one of the cruxes of this movie is that because it's about two YouTubers, it's partially about the struggles of being a reasonably successful YouTuber. Not like high-level successful, but successful enough to where you can make a living off of it.
Yeah.
And they're struggling with the fact that they have reached a plateau in their career. They're no longer getting new subscribers. In fact, they're starting to hemorrhage subscribers because people are getting bored with their content. Yeah. So they're finding themselves going for more and more desperate measures in order to get people's attention and to get people to watch their content, and to reignite their fan base. Which, trust me, as someone who's been doing YouTube for a decade now.
Yeah.
And it actually has been a decade. It's not even an exaggeration. Yeah. I started this channel in 2011.
Yeah, mine too.
As someone who's been doing YouTube for a decade now, all the shit involving their YouTube channel in this hit way too close to home.
Oh yeah.
They kind of nailed it. And what I do like about this movie is that the two characters, Osric Chau?
Osric Chau is one of the characters. You might remember him from Supernatural. He plays one of the prophets.
Hold on. I'm doing that thing where we look the thing up right away because I want to know the...
Yeah, he was also one of the producers of the movie.
I want to know the girlfriend's name because I'd feel bad just mentioning Osric Chau's names. Sara Canning. All right. Osric Chau and Sara Canning. What's really great about their characters in this movie is that they represent two different kind of strategies of dealing with this particular part of a YouTuber's career. You have Sarah's character, the girlfriend, and she's the one who's willing to go way further than Osric's character is. She's the one who's willing to go super sensationalist. We're going to start doing inflammatory content. You know, like we did this one video about this one Airbnb host who was a real bitch, and we named it, we called her This Bitch and made it a whole thing on our channel. Yeah. And that got the most views of our recent content. So let's recreate that. Let's just start drama and try to get those rage clicks or the clicks that you get from people who are morbidly curious about drama.
Yeah, the clickbait clicks.
Clickbait clicks. Whereas Osric's more like, no, we gotta be more genuine. We gotta get back to our roots. We've kind of lost our ways. We gotta do what we did that made us love this in the first place. As well as having a nice little subplot of their dating, and Osric's character is ready to pop the question. And that becomes a conflict throughout this. I really liked it because like those two voices are like the two voices in my head every day.
Yeah.
You know, like, should I do this? Should I do that? In my case, Osric's character is the voice that tends to win out for me, but I know many of my friends have gone the other route.
Yeah.
You know, to varying degrees of success.
Yeah, varying degrees of success. Like, and it turns out, whichever one you get, it's a crapshoot.
It's a crapshoot.
It's a crapshoot either way. Hey,
you know, so definitely, I love this movie, if only on the level that I 100% related to the main characters in a way that I don't in most movies as a YouTuber, but this one kind of nailed it.
Yeah, this one did. This one really, really nailed it because it actually felt real. Like usually, we're now in the period of time where the people who have grown up around the technology that they were trying to shove into all the movies really badly before. Oh,
in the early days when they were obviously written by people who were like in their 40s.
Yeah.
And like had like passing familiarity with the technology.
Yeah, it'd be of like I it'd be like if I like wrote a movie all about TikTok today.
Exactly.
You know, it'd be like,
yeah. Like you don't spend any time on the platform. You have a passing familiarity with it, but you don't know how it works, right? You don't know the ins and outs.
I mean, let me put it this way. Like, I've been on Twitch for like 5 years now, and like, I only found out what Pogger meant like 18 months ago.
Yeah, it's true.
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't fucking know. Look, I'm old, okay? Yeah, I'm so old.
Pog champ.
Yeah, Pog champ. What the fuck is a Pog champ? We playing Pogs? Is this some fun milk bottle game from the 90s?
I think the greatest hilarity about that is that it actually does have its roots in the game Pog, but in a really ass-backwards way.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
You can look that shit up on... That you can Google.
That's neither here nor there, but like, yeah, this movie 100% felt like people who understand how YouTube works for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
Like, there's a couple moments where like suspension of disbelief sets in, like with some of the ways like YouTube responds to them when they start having channel troubles.
Yeah, like it was like, oh, we're very sorry, that was an accident. And I'm like, you gotta respond?
That quickly?
You know, within 12 hours? You gotta be kidding me.
You didn't have to raise a stink on Twitter to get their attention like most of us do?
Yeah.
You know, like, here's the thing. When something goes wrong with your channel, like you get wrongfully reported for something, or your channel gets suspended for something, like for example, a thing that was going around on YouTube for a while is that so many YouTubers got like false accusations of spam.
Yeah.
They didn't spam anything, but they got accused of it because it was an easy thing for people to report. So people would get these false reports, and then they would go to YouTube. YouTube would send them like the stock email that doesn't really tell you shit.
Yeah.
About like oh, here's what our rules are or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, that's great. Are you gonna review this and fix it? And so what ends up happening is that most YouTubers, what they end up doing is they go to Twitter, they get their fans riled up, and they get other YouTubers riled up so that we can get the attention of YouTube.
Yeah.
And then eventually, some fucking intern will respond on the YouTube official Twitter account, and maybe their account will get reinstated.
Yeah, and that's called Twitter customer support.
Yeah.
That is how that works.
And so you have to do this ass-backward way on a completely different platform to get YouTube's attention. In this movie, there's a point where they have trouble with their channel and they call YouTube and they fix it the next day, and I was like, I call bullshit.
Bullshit. Yeah, I was like, I call bullshit.
Maybe.
No way.
Maybe if they were PewDiePie levels of popular, but like we're talking like a travel vlog channel that's like in the mid-range.
Like, no, forget it. No fucking way.
These people were not living in mansion.
Yeah.
You know? But besides that, I feel like it really nails what the struggle feels like and the internal dialogue that happens for every creator when they reach that point in their career. Hell, you have that fucking struggle early on in your career on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
When you're just trying to climb your way to some success. So they kind of nailed that. Like, two movies that like it reminded me of on that level that kind of nailed like the way internet platforms work. One is Cam.
Cam, I thought, did a really great job.
Which kind of nailed what it's like to be a
cam girl.
A cam girl. And the other one is a movie called Spree that also came out this year. Now, the thing about Spree, I did a review of it early this year. That's the one about a live streamer who tries to live stream a bunch of murders, but the audience thinks he's faking it the whole time. Yeah. So it doesn't give him the success that he's hoping for.
Yeah, it's in many ways Instagram the horror story.
But like the way it does Twitch and like the streaming, like it actually kind of nails that.
Oh yeah,
Even though there is suspension of disbelief for that, because he like manages to set up so many GoPros in his camera that there's like an angle in his car, that there's so many angles of his car that it's almost unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just sort of like, okay, you know what?
For one, okay, here's the thing. The part that makes that unbelievable is that for him to have done that live stream, he would have needed like a beast of a machine in his car to handle all those cameras at once.
Yeah. And how is what?
And he's doing it through his phone.
Yeah, he's doing it through his phone. It's like, what? He's gonna automatically like switch cameras for him?
But the thing,
I mean, other than that,
but the thing it 100% that movie nailed was the streaming culture in that movie. They kind of nailed it, and the influencer culture.
Oh yeah.
This movie kind of nails YouTube culture, not necessarily culture, but the way YouTubers act.
Yeah. This is the way that shit works.
Yeah.
Including it's just us.
Yeah.
And one camera. And like, that's it, bro.
Oh god. The fucking scenes of them sitting down and recording their fucking vlogs. Oh my god. I was sitting there going like, all right, this is hilarious, because it is hilarious. This movie's partially a horror comedy, and those scenes are fucking funny as fuck. But they also are funny in like a painful way for us.
Yeah.
Because we've sat down and made those videos.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Quick, let's do this. Maybe we'll get trending on Twitter or something.
Every time I do a Blood Splattered Cinema episode, or every time I do a solo vlog, and I'm doing the jump cutting, editing, and stuff like that, it's this constant struggle with what's too much and what's too understated of a performance in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You know, and what's natural too. That's the other struggle. Is like what feels natural, because I'll sit there and record it and it feels natural in the moment, and then I'm sitting there editing going like, wow, I'm fucking overacting the shit in this scene. This scene.
No, it's hard because like you largely gauge that by like having other people there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's usually how it works.
Most of my Blood Splattered Cinemas, like those work out really well because Jack and I are usually both there recording at the time.
Yeah.
So like I'll watch his performance and I'll be like, oh no, we got it. This is great. We can move on to the next one. Or Jack will be behind the camera when it's me performing and be like, oh no, that's your take. That's right there. We don't need to do another one.
Yeah.
And that tends to work out a lot better. But when you're doing it on your own or when you're both in front of the camera, it's really hard to tell. You know?
Yeah, like this is a bit easier because we're so used to talking to each other.
Yeah.
You know, like, but yeah, no, the movie's got all this.
Yeah.
It's got all this shit.
He fucking
in
nails it.
And
But then on top of that, it's got this creepy fucking lady playing this host,
man,
who's like Annie Wilkes level of like creepy friendly.
Yeah,
where
she's like Annie Wilkes in like her fucking 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, you know? Like if they ever do a Misery remake, hire this girl. Holy shit.
Jesus, yeah.
Holy shit. Like she nails the so friendly, it's scary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because you're like, I'm gonna need you to go up. Like it's the exact opposite of like Creep.
Mm-hmm.
Like Creep is just pure awkward.
It's pure awkward, but like also weirdly charismatic. It's like a combination.
Yeah.
It's like awkwardly charismatic.
Yeah, but he's not like super enthusiastically friendly.
No.
Like this character.
This character is though, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. Every time she smiles, I found myself going, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, they make it really threatening. You know, like she does a really good job of like doing that smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Like, well, you know what she's doing? Have you ever seen that meme? I'll put it here on the screen where it's like a creepy attached girlfriend, I think it's called, or something like that, and it's like the girl with the really wide eyes.
Oh
like
yeah.
Smile.
Yeah.
She's doing that smile.
Yeah.
The entire goddamn time.
Yeah.
Like
where you're like, oh, the lips are smiling, but the eyes are dead.
Yes. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Ugh. And her awkward pauses. Like almost like she's like a robot who's like running off a script.
It went. She did that so well. I thought the twist was gonna be she was a robot.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, like.
Well, because you know what, she feels like an NPC, right?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she completely does. I'm like the entire time. Here's the thing you gotta understand. Most of the time throughout this movie, you're sitting there going, "Is she just psycho, or are there like aliens? Is it a robot world? Like." What's going on?
You're sitting there going like, okay, what fucking shoe is gonna drop here?
Yeah.
You know, and here's the other thing. There's a huge stretch of this movie, a good hour of this movie before like anything horrifying happens, where you're just wondering, is this even gonna be a horror movie or just a creepy movie about this weird
or is it
host?
just gonna be weird?
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, no, you know something's gonna go down, but you're waiting for it. You're like, robot, Stepford wife, aliens, vampire, ghosts. Everyone was dead before the movie started. I don't know what the fuck is it.
They're in hell, and this is their punishment.
Punishment. Yeah, you're like, what the hell shoe's gonna drop on this?
And the thing that triggers your mind going through all these things is that she is just so off-putting, you can't help but wonder why.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Is it intentional? Is she just that weird?
Yeah.
And you don't know for a huge chunk of the movie. And when we get to the spoiler section, you get some definitive answers.
Yeah. They do answer this shit. But, like, for a good 2/3 of the movie, you're sitting there going, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Which is, she completely stole the show. The actress who plays the host just stole the show.
I said it after we watched it. Well, I was just like, this is a really, really solid movie. But had she been played by a lesser actress, it would be way less memorable.
Oh yeah, it would have sucked.
It would have just been like your average thriller.
Yeah.
But because her performance like elevates the movie, and that's not to say the other performances were bad. I'm just saying that like her performance is that damn good.
Yeah, her performance is super good, and also the entire movie hinges on the actor who plays that character.
It's the same thing with Creep, which is a great comparison to this movie. Is that if the dude in Creep was not perfect at playing that role, Creep would not have worked.
Yeah,
you know?
It would have just been some weird movie that a couple of people watched. But I remember that one.
But like she just fucking nails it.
No, she
fucking nails it, and she's thoroughly entertaining in the role too. She's not just creepy, you also just kind of have fun watching her.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the fact that like Barbara Crampton has a supporting role in this movie.
That's right. Okay.
That's like an angry Karen.
Like the main reason we sat down to watch the movie is because Barbara Crampton was tweeting it out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit, there's a new Shudder movie, and oh shit, Barbara Crampton's in it. Well, you know what? She's been on a good streak lately.
Yeah. It's like I like Jacob's wife.
Yeah, Jacob's wife was great. Let's check this out. And we spent a huge chunk of the movie going like, oh shit, is Barbara Crampton
even in this movie?
And then she shows up as this angry Karen, and it's just like, no, perfect.
Yeah.
She's great. I love that she's managed to take the career of the Scream Queen to like whole new levels.
Yeah.
In her later in life.
Yeah, this is a very different trajectory than usually it kind of just they kind of just fade from active movie production, but no, she's found a new niche for herself.
Well, and part of it is that she started producing a lot of her own movies. Like there's a lot of her recent movies, Jacob's Wife being one of them. I'm not sure if this one's one of them, but like Jacob's Wife was, where she herself was also one of the producers on it. She actually, like she did that thing that Margot Robbie's doing, where Margot Robbie started producing her own movies so that she had more interesting roles as opposed to just being regulated to the standard roles.
Yeah, she could have very easily have just been like the hot girl until they didn't want her as the hot girl.
She could have been basically her role in The Wolf of Wall Street, her whole career if she wanted to.
Yeah. But
she didn't want to, so she started her own career as a producer and bought her own production company, and so now she's getting roles like the one skater one she did for what's her name?
Oh god, that was weird. Yeah.
Like actually interesting roles.
The Tanya Harding story.
Tanya Harding, yeah. And now she's getting roles like that, and it's all because she started producing her own shit. And Barbara Crampton's taken a similar career in the horror world. She started producing her own shit and, befriending a bunch of producers like Larry Fassenden.
Yeah.
And doing a bunch of movies with them and actually getting interesting roles for older women.
Yeah.
And older ex-Scream Queens, too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. And she only has a small part in this movie, but trust me, her presence is definitely
minor supporting character, but bear in mind there are only 4 characters in the movie.
Yes, this felt like a movie that was made under quarantine conditions, but really well.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if it was.
I'm pretty sure it was because it feels like it would have. But it was a perfect movie for that because the cast is so limited, and you do not feel the lack of cast.
An isolated location like this Airbnb in the woods, very simple, and it works. It is an intense and fucked up thriller towards the end, and I dug the shit out of it.
Dude, it's a lot of blood at the end of this movie.
Oh yeah. Remember we said it takes a while to get horrifying? It eventually does.
Yeah. It fucking gets there. Yeah, I recommend it. I recommend this movie. Fucking Superhost. It's on Shudder right now.
Yeah.
Ask for my fucking name.
Head on over to Shudder. Watch it there. I do not know if it'll be getting a DVD or Blu-ray release, but Jacob's wife did, so...
Yeah, so maybe...
Unlike Netflix original movies, Shudder does seem to be allowing their movies to get released.
Well, I mean... We're the permanent media crowd.
Yeah, horror
We're the
fans.
ones who love, like, special editions with, like, the interview with that one guy that was in that one movie that one time, you know? Love that shit.
Absolutely.
Can't get enough of it.
I will issue one warning, though.
I'll fucking put that on my cereal.
One warning. There's a dead cat in this movie.
There is.
Yeah. It is an on-screen, mutilated dead cat, so... You have been warned.
Yeah.
You know? And I guess with that said, let's move on to the spoilers.
All right. All right, so it turns out she's just crazy.
Yeah. She's not a robot, she's not an alien, she's not a werewolf, they're not in hell. She is just crazy. But more than that, her performance at the beginning of the movie, the creepy shit that she's doing, the overly friendly shit, that is the character pretending.
Yes.
You know, because there's a point where her switch flips and she goes into I'm gonna kill you mode, and she's like fucking Harley Quinn at that point.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm gonna fucking stab you.
Stab you.
You know, like...
Put your legs up.
It's a slightly different performance, but you can also tell it's her being comfortable with herself.
Yeah.
As opposed to the performance she's been doing earlier, which is very awkward.
Yeah.
You know, like she goes from awkward to I don't know how else to put it. I know I'm fucked up. I'm a horror fan. To crazy sexy. Like,
yeah.
like,
yeah. Well, it's definitely how to put it. She also kind of represents the sort of like the inner darkness of every YouTuber. You know? Like the fucked up things that you think about when you're like, would anyone care if I did this?
Yeah.
You know, because you do this long enough, you start to wonder. You know.
Well, yeah, because there's a point when the shoe finally drops and you realize that she is crazy and she is killing people, and the original hosts they were supposed to meet, she killed them. Yeah, she killed them and their cat. Yeah, you know. When that shoe finally drops, she starts to take over their show by grabbing their camera and like performing to the camera, pretending to be them, and going like, "Oh, welcome to Superhost.
Welcome to Superhost. Remember to like and subscribe." You know,
and what I love about it, just from a narrative level, is that she is the ultimate conclusion of Sarah's character. Yeah, her character, if she goes far enough, will become this. Yeah, it's the extreme. You know, like it's the person who's doing everything for the clicks. Exactly. You know, like just pure monster. Which to be fair, is the same commentary that was made in Spree, but it works in a different way. Yeah, in a different way. Yeah, it's why Spree and this movie are kind of like kindred spirits. Yeah, like the thing in Spree was kind of like. Was basically, what if you went to this extreme, but everything failed anyway? Yeah. Exactly. That's what makes Spree so great. It's just like, what if you went to this extreme? Like, you just systematically killed a whole bunch of people, and you kept killing more and more famous people as you went on, and everyone in the audience just thinks it's fake. Yeah, and thinks you're a loser, and you don't have enough charisma, so they just think that like you're an awkward loser who's just trying to get attention by pretending to kill people. Yeah, and so you fail anyway. Because oh god, what's that? Not Caitlyn Jenner, but like one was another Caitlyn. Like there's some big Instagram girl who was on Instagram. She had she wins Instagram or something. Yeah, it's a major influencer. But here's the thing: I use Instagram. You probably do. We don't know who the fuck that is. I can't even remember her name. So if she fucking died, it would be like, oh, wait, who the fuck was that? You know, like, that was the part of Spree where I was like, I kind of get it. No matter how internet famous you are, you're not real famous. And what this thing would harken back. What it made me think about was it made me think back to do you remember a few years ago when Logan Paul went to the suicide forest?
Yes.
And he found that dead body, recorded it, and then
put
it in a video.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was that huge question, which he eventually ended up milking the shit out of with that Shane Dawson documentary about
Jesus
whether or not he was a sociopath. Like, this movie is like, what if?
Yeah.
Like, your YouTubing influencer tendencies actually led to sociopathic behavior, you know?
Yeah, totally. And my kind of answer for that whole thing was, you may not be a psychopath, but you're definitely being a sociopath.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, the thing about a psychopath is that psychopaths are just kind of born that way. Yeah. Whereas a sociopath is usually a normal person who's behaving like a psychopath. Mm-hmm.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, like she starts taking over the damn show and is entertaining as fucking it. And there's only like 4 people in this movie. Spoilers. There's only one person by the end of this movie.
Yeah.
And it's her.
Yeah.
She fucking kills them in brutal fucking ways. So you have like a body count of technically, I think 6 if you count the off-screen wife of the other original Superhost, but you don't see that body.
Yeah,
the ones you see on screen.
But it's definitely implied that it's there.
The ones you see on screen are the 2 main characters, Barbara Crampton, and the husband original host,
and the cat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the cat. Okay, so there's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5. And the ones that you see get murdered, Barbara Crampton and the 2 main characters, they're murdered brutally. Like,
oh yeah,
like,
and at that point, you're just sort of, I don't know how to put it, but it's just pure voyeurism. You're just kind of watching it happen.
Well, here's what I loved about what this movie did to me in the end is that I liked Osric Chau.
Yeah.
Like, he's a very likable character, and you're kind of rooting for him, and you feel bad for him when he tries to pop the question, but his girlfriend just thinks it's for the show and not for real.
Yeah.
And I love that moment because that's the moment where you realize, like, what's real and what's not in that world at that point has been blurred to the point where he does something genuine and she thinks it's a performance.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and even if she says yes, he doesn't know what that means anymore.
Yep. So he's the one character throughout all of this, like when the crazy chick starts stalking him, you know, like I look at that and I actually like kind of want him to survive.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of rooting her on when she's killing everyone else.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's so fun watching her just murder people.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Osric Chau's girlfriend's the one played by Sara in this movie. She just kind of gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
As the movie goes on. You know, like that's the point where I was just like, oh no, you're not redeemable. When she thought that him popping the question was a performance, that was that broke my heart. You know?
Yeah. At that point, you're like, oh, yikes! No. At that point, like, how to put it. That was that moment where I was like, oh no, nah. You got too far down the rabbit hole with this one. You need to break up.
Yeah,
you know,
because basically you have her, whose plan to revive the channel is to go more and more vitriolic and to go more and more clickbaity and to go more and more manufactured in order to get people's attention. Whereas his is to go more and more genuine, to go more and more to their roots.
Yeah.
And part of his plan with this is that, okay, he actually is gonna record himself popping the question to her, you know,
right? Not
because he wants to fake it and like pretend that they're doing it, because he wants to capture the genuine moment of her saying yes and them getting married.
Yeah.
And putting that in the channel and like reminding the audience that like we are real people and you're connecting to real people and like try to achieve the fame or achieve the success that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then to have it like her turn it around and like perceive it as a performance when it was genuine, like that's the moment where you're just like,
that's the moment where you're like, I think the relationship's unsalvageable.
Yeah. Not only do I not think that your relationship's gonna work, I also think that you might need to retire from the vlogging game.
Yeah, clearly this is not doing great things in your head.
Like,
you know?
Like, I think at this point you no longer know what's real and what's not, and you need to put the camera down.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And fuck, like there's a reason I don't make vlogs in that style. That particular style where they're like talking about their life 24/7.
Oh, dude, like I even though I don't. Well, you live with me. I do some weird shit, but that's not like the day-to-day. The day-to-day is usually just me getting up, doing what I need to do in the day, taking a crap, eating dinner, and going to bed. You know, there's not a lot of...
and then like streaming and maybe like venting some shit out, right?
Right.
But
but there's still like this part of my life that I don't allow online.
Yeah,
there's
a boundary.
Yeah, there's a boundary. Not because I don't want people to see it because, oh my God, what would they think of me? Yeah. It's no, I just don't want you guys involved.
Yeah.
You know, like, it just works better for me if I don't have to deal with other people.
Well, exactly, because there's this whole hemisphere of YouTube vloggers.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent, there's streamers that are like this too, where there is no separation of their personal life and the rest of it because they put it all on camera.
Right, like imagine, like I cannot imagine fucking doing, oh God, what was that guy, what was that guy's name? He's one of the earlier ones. He's coming up around the same time we did. I think he was dating like one of the other really big YouTubers that got really big.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, yeah, but like they had like this very like public breakup.
Yeah.
And I found myself going, I cannot imagine how much worse any relationship friction I would have had would have been if it was in any way beholden to the online world.
Yeah.
Even with the best of intentions.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even talking about like hate comments or anything. I'm just talking about other people asking.
Yeah.
You know, that will drive you fucking nuts.
I had the brief stint where I was dating another content creator, and it is weird when you have audience members that know and they start asking you about it. And at first you're like, okay, well I could talk about this or whatever, but after a while you start to realize, no, this is private shit.
Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with these emotions publicly because it's weird.
Yeah. Especially when a breakup happens and you have like the audiences feel like, mommy and daddy are fighting metaphorically.
Yeah. And then you feel like you're disappointing other people, and that feels weird.
Yeah.
You know, like that feels super fucking weird. And I don't know how I would have handled dating if I was dating while doing the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue.
If you weren't already married before you got
if I wasn't
into it.
already married before this whole thing started, like, I don't know what I would have fucking done.
I was thinking about that while watching this movie because, like, they have one of those relationships that's entirely on camera, you know?
Yeah.
Like, their brand
is them.
Is them as a couple.
Yep.
You know, just like, well, shit, what happens when that couple fucking breaks up? You have no brand anymore. You got to rebrand.
Yeah, you got to start from the bottom again.
You know? And I'm just like, oh, man, that's rough.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I just... That's a lot of unnecessary pressure to put on a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, like, some people manage to make it work, but I don't think... My advice would be, if you can make that work, you probably are going to do it so naturally you don't even notice.
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. My only advice for everyone is just to figure out what the appropriate boundaries are and then just try to maintain those boundaries.
Yeah.
If you are getting into online content creation and getting into relationships with other content creators and making content with the person that you're with, you know, just figure out what the established boundaries are and then just kind of maintain that because you know, that's just what all you can do.
Yeah, well, I remember like something that James Rolfe's Angry Video Game Nerds.
He's a master at that.
Yeah. He actually is. But like one of the things that like helped him was, I remember there was actually a blog post where his wife actually talked about it. She's like, I don't hate you guys, but I am not letting you in. Why? Because I have to think about the entire family.
Yeah.
You're probably not bad. You're not bad people. I'm sure you're not. But I got to keep that boundary. I have to keep that boundary up so you don't get to know who I am.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's super fair.
If you can't tell, this movie hit so close to home, it got us thinking about a whole bunch of stuff in our own sphere of the internet and stuff. So, like, yeah, if you're a content creator, you should obviously see Superhost. But if you're just a horror fan in general, I think you'll dig it. I think it is a really good thriller with a amazing performance at the center of it.
Yeah, and I know that one of the... Just because we're on the topic of being a content creator, and because a lot of people on YouTube are also content creators, I think it really does come down to this, which is, don't worry about a lot of the clickbait shit, because like I said before, it's still a crapshoot. It's still probably not going to work. So there you go. Don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like you have to if you're failing. Chances are you'll fail anyway. All right.
Clickbait shit, in my experience, can also lead to a temporary success.
That's unsustainable.
Yeah. Like you might get like it might hit, but it might only hit for a little while until people don't care anymore. And then, like, that's what leads to what's happening to the girlfriend in this movie.
Yes.
Is that ever escalating, trying to fucking top it. Thing. And then you reach a point where you're having to manufacture it because you can't get it natural anymore.
And even that fucking can only go so far, because, hey, when was the last time you heard of Perez Hilton?
Well, here's the thing. I haven't heard her name or their name in a while. His name?
I actually don't know now that you mention it.
I think it's his name. Yeah. I haven't heard his name in a while, but I see his website linked all the time when talking about celebrity gossip. So
oh, jeez.
Obviously, still successful.
Yeah. But, like, his brand has probably become less and less about him.
Yeah, true. It's more about the celebrities that he talks about. It's true.
Because that's where the real reliable stream is.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, recommend Superhost. It is available on the Shudders, so go on over and subscribe to Shudder if you haven't done it yet. We are not sponsored by Shudder, unlike some of our friends. We're not
some of our friends are... I don't got that fucking Shudder money.
We are just really big fans of Shudder, and we highly recommend it if you're a horror fan, because it is full of awesome horror content, both new and old and original. So.
And if Shudder, if you want to offer us a fucking deal, you know where to find us. You fucking, like, you smash that like button, hit that email, and say, yo, here, would you like a Shudder check? Which I'm sure, like, for us, it'd be like, I don't know, $100.
Probably.
But I'll take $100. I mean, don't get me wrong.
And with that said, where can they find you, Count Jackula?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at CountingJack. Hopefully that will...
It'll edit. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. Or you could watch me on Twitch at Count_Jackula on Twitch TV every Thursday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope to see you there. And I do have an Instagram, which is Satanic Jackula, but I update on that very sporadically. Although I did today because I shaved my beard.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shave.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a whole bunch of people in the comment section right now going like, I knew something was different!
Oh my fucking god!
Y'all know me, I'm the Horror Guru. You can find me at the Horror Guru on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook. Just look up the Horror Guru or Blood Splattered Cinema, and I'll be there. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you would like to help out either of us more directly, be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way. And I did not have a hashtag pre-planned, so do you have a suggested one?
Hashtag Jackula's beard.
Okay, if you made it this far into the vlog, then put into a comment below, and be sure to comment below, hashtag Jackula's beard, so that I know, and Jack knows, and the rest of the world knows, that you watched this vlog all the way through. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, like we have been doing lately, we've got 2 more vlogs to record, and we're gonna go do that, so peace out.
Honestly, I want to be able to do, like, an outro like that girl in the fucking movie, but No, I think that's inborn talent.
Yeah.
I
don't think we could nail
I don't think we
quite
could
what
nail
she
it.
did. Yeah, she's just too good.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I think everyone should hire her to do that. To like, comment, like, and subscribe.
I wonder if she does one of those cameo things. I'd pay $5 for that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, hey. If you or the actress that played the Superhost and you have a cameo, let us know and we'll promote that. Oh.
Gracie Gillam.
Gracie Gillam.
That's her name.
Gracie Gillam.
I will try to put it in text down here earlier in the vlog.
Yeah.
Since I did not think to actually mention her name.
Oh, shit, you're right. We didn't.
No.
Oh, okay. It's a good thing we did that, Dad.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that would have been a shame.
It's too bad. The vlog's over now.
Yep.